Hello, everyone. Today, I don't just have one guest, nay, I have two. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by, for the first time altogether, sort of like the Budget Avengers, Owen Quinn and Jack Markham. How are you guys? Owen, you go
Well,
first.
actually, I'm a bit about sick. Do you know what it is?
No.
We had a Chinese there about an hour ago.
Right,
It's not our, it's not our, I don't eat Chinese.
right.
But I thought I'd have some noodles because that's fine. You get away with noodles.
Noodles are nice.
And yeah, and it wasn't our usual Chinese because they're closed for 3 weeks.
Oh,
So they go
man.
home to China. And I just don't feel well. But it's repeating me, then we noodles.
I love a
So,
Chinese.
Come here, I have a
no,
bit of a
I don't.
scandal about. I have a bit of a dinner scandal tonight as well because I bought all the ingredients for spaghetti bolognese and I come home and everyone's like going, "Oh, what do you want from the takeaway?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? Now you offer?"
Don't you hate that?
I could probably wait for another night. So
Do you know what?
have spaghetti tomorrow.
You keep venting, Jack, because
For tomorrow.
this is just between the three of us. So you just keep going. You tell us what you think about those people.
Oh well, they're my loved ones.
um,
I think that would be
Bad
worse
mouth them
than getting
online.
cancelled.
Too much, you know.
That's cancellation to the extreme,
yes, your family will cancel you.
permanently.
Right. So today we're going to talk about various
Put me out of all the
subjects.
family photos.
Yeah, you'll just be X'd out of all the family photos.
Replace me with all the George Lucas extras in the Mos Eisley scene.
Yeah,
Just digitally put those guys in.
yeah. Oh man, that'd be funny. Yeah. So we're going to talk about various subjects and just have a chat. And we'll just see how we go. I've no time frame for this video, so we're just going to see how we go. Once O nods off, we'll probably stop recording.
I must say,
It's a rate you're going, not be too long.
I must say it's good to finally actually speak to you, Owen, because I feel like I've been listening to you for a while and I've actually had a conversation with you until now.
Well, at least you came back. There you go.
Yeah,
So it didn't put you off.
most people who listen to Owen never come back.
Oh, is that right?
I know.
Who's the most popular video to date? Destination 2, who's on that one?
Me.
Me. And me.
Actually, I've that could be a question. Which one is your favorite video, Steve, that you've done?
We're going to actually dig into that. It's on the list of questions. Oh, maybe not necessarily favorite video. That's not on the list, but that's a good one. The favorite one I've done, as in the one I think is the best, or one I just had most fun with.
Well, whichever, yeah. Same question to you as well, Owen.
The funniest one was the IMDb questions. That one with yourself, Jack. That one was fucking hilarious. And Owen's one, that one was pretty funny as well.
I think the two of those were very good.
Yeah,
They
I'd
were
kind of
very
put
funny
them.
because
I'd almost.
we were talking about this, and I was listening to it. I listened to it like 2-3 times because it was funny. I don't think you understood how IMDb worked when you did the video.
Yeah,
Who,
Owen.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the slightest, because it's a bit like Rotten Tomatoes. It's very simple for me. Do I like it or do I not like it? But when I look at Rotten Tomatoes, I think we've talked about this on one of the recent ones. The score, it was Superman, that's right. The score on Rotten Tomatoes certainly didn't reflect what I saw on the screen.
Yeah.
So if somebody tells me this is my, I do know somebody actually says to me, that's my IMDb, whatever the fuck it is. And I says, get a cream for it, did you? But it means nothing to me, to be honest, because it's completely wrong.
Yeah.
What was that one? The birds with the pandemic.
Birdemic.
Birdemic. So
Yeah.
what did I said?
Yeah.
1, and something like 3 or 3.4 or something.
A Birdemic was
it
like
was-
a 1.7 or so. It was really low.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought, no.
The highest rated thing on IMDb is actually Shawshank. Nothing is rated higher than that, I believe. I think it's like 9.3 So I don't even think there's a 9.5 on there, from what I remember.
Is there? So nothing
I
has
kind
ever
of,
been 10.
Yeah, there's no
I kind of,
10s.
I kind of dig that though. How there's no tens because if you name something a 10, you're saying it's like, oh, this is the perfect movie, and then you're gonna annoy a lot of people. I think if you
Right.
call something a 10
For
out of 10.
me,
You know?
if I give something a 10 out of 10, I wouldn't really necessarily be saying it's perfect, like it has zero flaws, but it'd be kind of close, you know what I mean? Because I don't think any movie is
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah,
What?
I agree.
No, you're not. You're wrong. No. What are you talking about?
No,
There's no perfect movies.
Okay, name one.
What do you be watching? Empire Strikes Back.
There's no flaws in it.
No.
he
Well,
kissed his
apart from
sister at the beginning,
kissing
but
sister. But
yeah.
that's just, it's a thing that happens. Jeremy Kyle, it happens. Um, what's the one when Heath
Jeremy
Ledger
Luke.
as the
Kyle
Joker?
in space.
Yeah. Love that, Jeremy.
Luke, you
Empire
are the
Strikes,
father.
yeah.
Oh, that was
Well,
so funny.
that's another show completely.
Yeah.
No, Empire Strikes Back, and because when they did all the re-releases, all the new additions into it, all he had to do is put a couple of green screen things into Empire Strikes Back and
Yeah.
shot a scene just for the crack of it. There's nothing else needed done to that movie, and you
Right.
didn't even need those additions.
Right.
Is it The Dark
What's
Knight Returns with Heath Ledger? Isn't it?
what's your favorite moment in Empire Strikes Back?
The asteroid chase.
Right.
Well,
That's
to
pretty
this
solid.
day,
Yeah.
it's the asteroid chase. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but there's so many other bits in it I like too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's full of good stuff.
I just know I had a froze to death because one, I wouldn't have went out after him. I said, "Fuck you, should have went out and just checked the weather warnings," and then I wouldn't be cutting up on a tauntaun and climbing inside its guts for no. Nah, don't
I
think
thought you
so.
just called that a Tuesday.
No, no, that's a no day for one. No day.
All right, so we're gonna tackle the first subject I've written down, and then we can go where the conversation goes. So what are you most looking forward to reviewing next? What will be your top three? We'll stick with movies just. What are your top three movies that you're looking forward to reviewing on the channel next? Oh, and you go. You can go
I don't
first.
know because you choose them. I'd thrown through a few suggestions, but
But if you had,
um,
we'll say free reign, which you don't. But if you did, if you had free reign,
is that right, Gordon Ramsay? Is that right? Mhm.
no. Like you have thrown out some great suggestions. Like Silver Bullet was an awesome one. But
On the Fly,
if you could just pick three
On the Fly.
and do them, what would be three movies that you would love to cover next?
I don't think I limited to three though.
Try out
If
a
I was
few.
forced to,
I
shit.
think I've got mine.
Go for it, Jack.
Yeah,
Uh,
Jack, go for yours.
Well, I think me and you are doing Mask of Zorro soon, aren't we?
We're gonna do that soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a bit of fun. And I know you're a fan of your Harryhausen, so I'd love to
Yes.
do maybe Clash of the Titans or Jason and the Argonauts or one of those.
Oh, brilliant.
Jason there.
And I was thinking of pitching the Adam West Batman flick to you because we always end up talking about Adam West whenever we review DC. He always gets
Yeah.
a name drop, so I feel like that would be like funny as fuck to review because it's a funny ass film.
100%. I would be so down for that.
Yeah.
So one of mine would be T2, Terminator 2. I'm really looking forward to reviewing that. So that would be certainly on my list. Jack, do you have a third one?
Well, I think we talked about the Dollars trilogy as well.
Yes.
Which would be that'd be interesting to talk about.
It would indeed, yeah. That would be some undertaking, the three of them, especially The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think is 3 hours on its own. But yeah, there's
But
that.
the great thing about that trilogy is like you can watch them in like any order. It's like because
Yeah.
they're separate stories. They're like perfect single films in a trilogy.
100%, yeah. And
You know?
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is so well directed. Like the visual storytelling is just fantastic.
I think Tarantino was even saying that that's his favorite trilogy.
He did
Like,
say
that's
something
coming from
about it, yeah.
Quentin Tarantino, like, and he's like, I mean, if we covered some of his films, like fucking Pulp Fiction, we'd be there for 5 or 6 hours. Like, he's a master filmmaker,
Yeah.
and he says they're his favorite
No, we
trilogy.
won't.
Like,
Oh, Owen has
Oh,
a
God.
the
I
contrarian
there's a-
has a different opinion.
Yeah.
Go
No,
on.
it's just me. It's a free country. I have an opinion. I think it's coming very clear very quickly. I'm the one that's just going to say no to everything. So I'll be the rebel. Just
Yeah.
call me Luke.
But you know what? It's fun. It's fun to have a difference of opinion. It leads to some fun discussions. Like, I really
Yeah,
enjoyed the Silver Surfer one because it just led to a really good discussion about writing and storytelling. So it's good to have a difference of opinion.
Yeah, some of the best conversations is when I'm talking to someone about a film and I disagree with them and I hear their perspective.
Yeah.
You
Well, I know
learn
it's
things
right.
that
You
you
get
haven't maybe
used to it.
considered before.
Yeah, exactly.
Pulp Fiction is one of my most hated movies of all time.
What?
To the point.
No.
To the
What are you
point.
talking about?
That's the hottest of hot takes.
Wait, tell you something. Hear me clearly.
I think
I
that
watched-
I think
a
that
friend of mine
Chinese is
challenged
affecting your
me.
head.
Oh no, it's fucking my guts. Oh, I think I'm sick, you know.
It's the heat. He's hallucinating.
It's a heat.
No, it's not. Listen,
Jack, call
Remember,
911. He's having a heat stroke.
I'm from the country that speaks good English, not you freaking lot down there.
Okay.
Sir Stephen only had electricity 3 weeks ago. A friend of mine says to me, he said, right, have you seen this movie? I says, no. He says, you've never seen that? No. Right, so he says the challenge was that he had to watch. I had to pick a film he had to watch, and then I watched the film he picked. So you have to watch it, and then back and report on it. So my first one was Hatchet. I love Hatchet, and you don't know what Hatchet is, do you?
I'm looking forward to watching that. You recommended it a while ago, and I forgot about it, to be honest.
love
But
Hatchet.
I'm looking forward to watch.
Hatchet 1 and 2 you have to watch together because it's literally the same story. But
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction, he says all Tarantino stuff. I'm gonna watch some of it. He says Pulp Fiction. I says no. I know I've watched it, but I can't remember it. I don't know who hated it. So I watched it again on the challenge and got to the end of the movie and went, "Fuck, I've seen it before."
I
Yeah.
can't imagine not enjoying Pulp Fiction. Every time I watch it, I
I-
fucking
Oh yeah.
fall into
No,
it.
I don't.
Same.
I
Yeah.
don't see. I actually do not see any. The storytelling is not linear. I just don't like it. No, Big Mac all you want.
How
No.
is that a flaw that it's non-linear storytelling?
Well, because it just doesn't appeal to me. Don't be jumping all over the place.
But you know
It's
what?
like-
You know what the title Pulp Fiction means? Like a pulp
No.
novel is a short story.
Yeah.
So it's a
Oh,
series of
it
short
is.
stories. Like Bruce
Yeah.
Willis's arc in it is its own story, and Sam Jackson and John Travolta, that's their own thing. And they're kind of the different scenes tell different,
Yeah.
Yeah,
totally
but they're
different
coming
stories in the
together.
same.
But they're coming together
Yeah.
at the end. But haven't recently watched the Twilight Zone: The Outer Limits, the old ones. There's a lot of those stories in those TV series from the late 50s, early 60s. And it's just I've seen it before. It doesn't stick with my memory. It's.
Do you think the dialogue is well written?
Well, yeah, because everybody talks about it. If everybody talks about your dialogue, it's well written.
Not
If everybody
necessarily.
can repeat it.
Not
No,
necess-
yes, necessarily.
No, that makes it memorable,
that
not
makes
good.
it pop culture references. If you can make it into pop culture references, you're flying.
But so
They're
you're
fine.
saying everything
So-
that makes it into a pop culture reference is well written?
No, I said
don't
makes
know
it.
about
No,
those
I
section
don't.
of dialogues. Well, I don't care.
No,
Um,
it's okay. You don't
if
have
it's-
to. You don't.
that. When it comes to dialogue in Pulp Fiction, like you know the scene where Sam Jackson, they're in the cafe and he has the gun and he's saying, "Say Ringo," and he calls your man Ringo
Yeah.
because he's English, and it's just that whole fucking
Really?
dialogue between the two of those. When he's talking to them, he's like, "I'm at a turning point, so I'm going to give you your life back." And all this.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's like? I think it's brilliant. I think
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. I love the dialogue in it.
Which wallet's
I have
yours?
seen
The one that says
memory
"bad
of that scene at
motherfucker."
all. Honestly, I have no memory of that scene.
You should watch it again.
No, never again. More chance of me growing my leg back and fucking watching it again. Nah,
Okay.
it's not for me. It's not for me. It's like Army of Darkness. It's not for me.
No, that's fine. It doesn't
No,
have to be
no.
for you, but
I don't understand why.
Okay,
I look at
okay,
some
yeah.
films and you go, why? some people like it and why some people don't.
I
It's just
See,
not for me.
it is an art. So I mean, we can agree to disagree because it's not exactly
Yeah. Well,
objective.
if we change the
well,
name to
I'm
Dust
gonna
to Dawn,
disagree. I think something can be objectively well done, despite what you feel about it. That's my opinion.
give an example.
But no, objectively perceived and
Yeah,
is
exactly.
what I
Yeah.
mean.
So like, there's things that I think are well constructed, but I don't personally like, and vice versa. So yeah, I mean, there's some films where I was watching. Have you watched, what do you call it? Michael Fassbender, The Killer.
No.
No.
I was watching it and I could see, because directed by David Fincher, I could see the quality in it, but I just got bored of it and turned it off. But I could see that there are things in there that are good, and that if I finished it, I would probably conclude that it's a well written, well made film. But it's just not for me. It's just, I was finding it a little bit just too boring on that particular day I watched it. So yeah, it's all good.
Well, see that you've
I
just
think
took the words right out of my mouth.
I
Go
might
for
have a bit of a
Drive
hot
was
take
another
about
one.
a film, and I get in trouble for this when I tell people it. But you know, Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
You know how that's like a cultural fucking thing.
yeah.
Awesome.
It bored the arse off me, to be honest. I didn't get it when I was a kid and
Right.
went back and watched it, and it just, yeah, that's my hot take. I didn't see the fuss around Ghostbusters.
Right, that's fair. Yeah, I mean,
What's your hot take, Stephen?
My hot take would probably be Avengers Endgame.
Oh yeah, you did mention this actually.
I
Well,
I got a bit nostalgic watching it, and I could feel a bit of the emotion behind it. But I think it's a very some of the scenes in isolation I think are good. It's just if you took those scenes in isolation, but as a whole, I think the whole story's constructed very badly, and the plot and the time travel mechanics I think are a bit of a mess. That's probably I watched IGN gave it like 9.5, and I'm like, oh my god, how how did you
Awesome.
right? It's no Pulp Fiction.
well, 9.5 is a bit generous.
Thank
for
God
a
it's
demo.
not Pulp Fiction, because I wouldn't even know what you're talking about.
Um,
Thank God it's not Pulp Fiction.
but like
Awesome. I
with,
actually don't understand that.
with Endgame, the time travel mechanics are a big part of that movie, obviously. But I think the time travel mechanics are a mess.
Oh yeah,
no,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what
Yeah.
you mean. Are you talking about when Hulk is explaining it to Ant-Man and he says, "Your new future present becomes the past," and all this, and then the one with the stone, it has to explain it to Bruce Banner. Are you talking about that?
They're
It's like,
yeah,
oh, but if we put the stones back,
they contradict their own rules, all that kind of stuff, and the characters make decisions that they shouldn't make, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I guess.
No rules for time travel.
Sorry.
There is no rules for time travel.
Yeah, but if I was writing a time travel story and I established that if I go back, change something, it creates an alternate future, right? It branches off, but then in my story, that doesn't happen. Then it didn't create a branching path. It just changed what was my present. Then that's a bad time travel story. Because I said one thing, but then I wrote another. Do you get me?
No.
yeah.
What do you mean, no?
Time travel expert. I have no idea what you're talking about. Because there is no rules of time travel. Star Trek does it best because it just goes, no one tries to start explaining it.
No. What I mean is that you
it doesn't
can
make sense. If you go back to change an event in the past and changes your future, I'm trying to think of a film that would be an example of that.
But like what I mean is
Back to
that
the Future.
you can use whatever time travel mechanics you want as long as you're consistent with the rules you set up. So you can use whatever you want, but it's when you're not following your own rules you've established, your own internal consistency is all over the place, then that's not very good.
Well, if you're
Back to the Future Part 2 had a massive.
Back to the Future.
Sorry,
Back
go
to the
for
Future
check.
Part 2 had a massive problem.
Go.
Back to the Future 2 when
Yeah.
he's in the future, right? Biff takes a time machine, goes back in time, and then brings it back to the future that Marty and Doc are in.
Yeah.
Now that don't make any sense at all. Like, what? How could he even get back there if he's after going and changing the past back in the 50s?
Yeah.
You know.
Um,
But
Because
like, I
he's
think
kept.
the fact that
You
the
mean
two
because
gets
he
a
kept
pass
the
because
book?
it's a fun film, like it's a family fun film, like so no one really
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
too deep
It's an
into it. But
alternate. So
yeah,
because they're an alternate timeline, he was back, takes the book and gives it to his younger self. Therefore, that timeline should change, so he can't go back to that timeline. Is that what
yeah.
you mean?
yeah, yeah.
Right. I'd have to recap the movie to really give an opinion, but I from my vague memory, I see what you mean.
Come here,
Yeah.
Owen. You
Well,
didn't say what your three
I
films
will, I
are
will. That's
that
because I'm
you
trying
look
to
forward to
defend
reviewing.
time travel here.
Sorry, hold on,
How
hold on. Jack, you go again.
I said Owen never said his three films that he's looking forward to reviewing.
Yeah, go for it, Owen.
no, do you know what? There actually is too many.
One of them
I'm
was
trying to
clearly
think here.
Pulp
What?
Fiction. What are the others?
No, I don't even know what that is. You mean Pulp Orange? If I was, there is too many.
Try
Fire in the
one.
Sky.
Oh, interesting one.
Fire in
Yeah,
the Sky. Yeah, because we've
Alien
talked about that
Abduction.
before. I think that's a really interesting. Now, obviously, they changed it for the movie then to a certain degree because I would be very interested in that and listen to his real life interviews. So he says they changed it. That's Hollywood. Um, the other one I think would be Salem's Lot.
Right.
The new
Oh,
one or the original?
I think it should be a two-parter. Compare them. Because you were talking about writing consistency and actually editing, but the newest one is such a mess, such a mess. It's actually I think if any has watched that,
I've seen it.
the
yeah,
original one.
I saw no the
no,
new
the
one.
new one,
I haven't seen
the
the
new
new
Oh, I
one.
one.
thought it was fine, but I had no reference from the book. I never read the book or seen the original, so
Yeah,
to me it was just a
yes,
straightforward enough vampire story.
no, because it was. Do you remember the teacher? Suddenly, the fellow with the beard says, "I'll go and look for Barlow after he figured out they're all vampires." And the next
Mhm.
minute, he's in the basement of the vampire house in the dark, looking for the head vampire. I mean, it's such a mess. There's so much
Right.
missing from it. You cannot do Salem's Lot in 2 hours, and that's the
Yeah.
bottom line. It needs a 3 hour thingy.
Well,
So it would be the two Salem's Lots, Fire in the Sky. I was sort of thinking. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse
right. Okay. They're all
because
interesting.
it's very funny. It's so funny.
Mine would probably be
See,
Terminator, Alien, and The Thing. I would say they're my three that I'm most looking forward to.
all the thing.
Yeah,
Well, if I had a second list, it would be the Thing, the Fog, the Howling.
yeah, on Savage. Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, the thing would be a good one.
So
Because you
next,
said that was your favorite. When we did the 20 questions, I think you said that was your favorite film.
what one?
Stephen, you said the thing was your John Carpenter's Thing was your favorite
Oh
film.
yeah.
yeah, it might be my favorite film. It's certainly my favorite horror film. It might be my favorite film of all time. I just love
I
that
can see
movie.
why it's a brilliant film. Yeah.
It's just so well
It's
put
classic.
together. Yeah, and it still looks
But
incredible.
did you ever watch the original?
What was it? Who Goes There? Is it, or A Thing from Another Planet?
The Thing from Another World?
No,
It's actually quite gruesome.
is it?
No, you absolutely, yeah, I mean, you don't see it because it's the 50s and it still has to be family friendly.
Mm.
But it's quite gruesome
Yeah,
and well done. It's very of the time, you know, where the men are men and the women are women,
right,
sort of.
right.
But it's a lot further thematically wise than a lot of them were at that time.
Yeah.
Come here, have any of you watched anything by Ed Wood? Do you know that a filmmaker from like the 40s?
No, but
Planet-
I've been very curious to
Planet
check it out.
Yeah, he did one called Plan 9 from Outer Space, and I watched it, and
Yeah.
it's one of the
It's-
fucking weirdest science fiction films.
So I remember someone calling
Yeah.
that like the Citizen Kane of bad movies.
Well, yeah, because Ed Wood's like hero was Orson Welles, so he was always trying to make his Citizen Kane, and before he died, he claimed that Plan 9 was his Citizen Kane. Actually, Citizen
Those-
Kane should be one we should review as well because I've seen that fucking. That's a mental
Would
film.
you
You kinda need
believe I've never seen it?
Me too.
Yeah.
neither of you have seen it.
No,
No.
I've been wanting to for years.
Hasn't really
Right.
been on my list.
What I will say is I've pitched it to a bunch of people and they've watched it and they said it bored the arse off them. But it's like it's one you have to really concentrate on.
Yeah.
To be
Some
honest.
some of my favorites
But
are like
it's-
that. Yeah.
It's important because you know how everyone says like every couple of years it's the greatest movie ever made. This is the greatest movie. Citizen Kane was the first ever film to get that title.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because it was massive when it came out.
Yeah.
Somebody said that to me about Weapons. No, that new one that just came out about the kids that disappear from the school. Exact
Yeah.
words were incredible, best movie for years. But I'd be interested to see what these two think. I'm not even going to tell you what I
I'm
think.
gonna check it out sometime soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested to hear what you think, because I'm sort of in one of them positions where you go, am I just jaded or something,
Yeah.
or I'm just an old fogey? It'd be interesting to see what you think. I just think another way.
You thought it
Incredible wasn't in the title. But like
right. So
Yeah.
next up, I want to actually just kind of I want to get your lads' kind of answers to this one. So what do you think is the worst movie we have covered so far? What's the worst movie we've reviewed on the channel so far?
The Flash.
Yeah.
Do
Do you know what, Jack? The Flash is the picture for the screen here, so it was already my answer. Yeah.
Oh,
you
Well,
can you
it's
can
a
answer
fucking-
that for me. What do you think? I think
Say again.
what is yours, Owen?
Stephen would know this one.
Army of
Oh
Darkness.
God.
No.
Oh wait, I know. Final Destination.
The Final
Three,
Destination
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You know, I only watched that for the first time the other week, and when I heard you as a review, you were kind of just saying the thoughts I was having when I was watching it. I was like, this fucking foreshadowing is so obvious.
Oh man, and the rules are an absolute mess in that movie. Like they're all over the place. And then, but before we get into any of that, I want to Owen, what do you think of the Flash? Because I thought it was like an incomprehensible mess.
Well, yes, but I still enjoyed it.
Oh my god, what did you enjoy about it?
Oh,
Don't you start.
I thought you were like the
Hold on,
time
hold on,
travel expert.
Let Jack go. Jack, you go again.
I mean, I'm really fascinated to hear Owen's defense because you know you wrote the Time Warriors, right? And I just want to know what your thoughts are on the time mechanics of the Flash.
But see, I don't be thinking about time mechanics.
But
You seem obsessed, man. I'm not.
What do you mean obsessed by it? If you're watching a movie and time travel's a big part of the movie, you need to understand them to assess the movie.
When somebody can sit and explains Back to the Future to you, as it did in Endgame, or was it Endgame? No, it wasn't Endgame. What was the other one? Infinity Wars? No, was it Endgame?
Okay,
Whatever one the time travel did, Back to the Future was mentioned as being a load of shit. So that doesn't spoil my enjoyment of that movie. I'm not sitting thinking, I'm not as analytical as a lot of people. If it's a good film, it's a good film. I just think, well, that couldn't.
But how do you know it's a good film if you haven't analysed it?
Because I like it. I go away with happy feelings.
So your scale is
You're
how much you
cinema goer, are you? More than a
yes, sort of.
So if I enjoyed,
I would talk about film for hours.
But I wouldn't be sitting going, let's break this down and.
Well, you're not exactly fighting for your position on this channel. Like I don't like breaking movies down.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
We're talking about we talk about films.
You're talking about all the time travel films you just mentioned. These are taking there going, oh well, that couldn't happen and that can't.
Yeah, but
you know.
No, that's not the point we're making. Like you can make up whatever rules you want as long as they're consistent within your own film. So
well, then Robert Zemeckis wasn't consistent, but that's right. I don't need if I watch a film, I I don't care if I'll come out of it going that was brilliant or that was crap. There is no in between. So
Are you
I
sure
don't
about
be
that?
sitting thinking like that.
There's no films you
Well,
think
what's
are
the
just
in-betweens?
mediocre.
No.
No, I can't
What
fuck
did I
with that
say
at
there
all.
was?
I'll have a fucking solid take on a film. I can't just say, "Oh, it was good, yeah."
What,
You know?
what does that mean, solid take? Did you enjoy the film, yes or no? Yes. Did you sit and break it
Well,
down? No, because I'm too
I like
busy
to
liking the
I
film.
like to talk about the bits that are good and also mention the bits that were bad and why I thought they were bad.
Well, now you might start with the
Sorry,
Flash.
this is a fascinating conversation. This is just
No,
like,
I'm in mid-flow now. It's like the Silver Surfer and his feelings. But in the Flash, I loved the cameos, but they were so
oh
badly
god,
done.
oh
Oh
And
god,
God.
then,
stop,
no,
stop.
and
Owen,
then
Owen,
when
put on
Nicolas
some
Cage,
sunscreen. The sunstroke is back.
you know what it is? You need a wee stroke. Mind your business.
Oh,
Um,
Jesus.
but when Nicolas Cage did that Superman thing, and then he came out in the interview and says, "That's not what we did." He says, "So I was kind of disappointed. I thought I can see what he means. The CGI and all was terrible, and it was a chance. It was a wasted chance um, to show what Tim Burton could really was actually thinking." But was and the changing of the Batman's and all, I just thought that doesn't even make sense. There's George Clooney, he was Ben Affleck, but I liked bits of it. I liked the Keaton stuff.
Okay, so dig into that.
Oh yeah.
What bits did you like and why?
Okay.
Batman. Michael Keaton returning as Batman.
Right. You
That's
thought that.
literally, I
Because
think,
it was
what our
almost
difference
it was
was.
almost a flashpoint, was it?
Go.
See, do you know what it is?
Hold on,
Keaton
hold
walks
on.
out his neck.
The recording can't pick up everyone. So Jack, you go again.
Oh no, I was just saying that like Keaton's Batman was like the only kind of saving grace for us as well. On.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't like Ezra Miller at all. There's something creepy about him. Well, as real life sort of showed.
Yeah.
And just it was if you're gonna it was just thrown together and not didn't make sense with as I say all the character changes, but the solid part of it was Michael Keaton and the Flashpoint stuff.
I
Saw
liked
it
I
coming
liked
down.
some of the stuff
Yeah.
with Michael Keaton in it, but I don't think a lot of stuff around him was well written at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
in-
exactly. It was, and Ezra himself just damaged that film beyond repair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
And General Saw
they went through like 5 different directors because no one wanted to work with him.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare apparently
I
to make
think
that.
he's gone now, but though I think, isn't he?
Oh, he's fucking.
He
He's
won't be
probably
back ever.
blacklisted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was almost like everything was shoehorned in, especially like the dark flash and stuff at the end. But I went to see it because I knew Michael Keaton was in it, and that's just kind of it wasn't because of what's the Flash. I
Yeah.
want to see Michael Keaton. I want to see the Batplane. I want to see.
I think that's
a
why
future
everyone went.
Batman.
Yeah, he was very
I think that's literally the reason anyone went to see the Flash was to see Keaton coming by.
and he was very
Yeah, it wasn't-
heavily featured in all the trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, all the
But I mean-
posters is just a giant picture of Keaton at the top of all
Yeah.
the posters for the Flash.
yeah.
but take him out. There's nothing there
Right.
at all for fun.
So what other cameo did you
I-
enjoy
in
in the Flash? Yeah, was there? You said you enjoyed the
Christopher
cameo,
Reeve-
right?
Christopher Reeve and Helen Slater teaming up, which was due to be done in the original Supergirl thing.
Oh, was
But
it?
again, right. Superman pops up in Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rights of those
Uh,
Superman films apparently
yeah,
were up in the
yeah.
air for a while as well. Because Superman
So
4
maybe-
wasn't made by the same crowd that the first 2
No.
Superman films were. It was a
Yeah.
different studio.
As we said about Galactus for Rise of the Silver Surfer, it was rights again
Yeah.
prevented that from happening. And then I heard a read the other day that the way that
You know,
Sony
you were
and
saying
Marvel
that
have the
about
Superman
Galactus in
stuff.
the review, and I think that's one of the strangest stories of rights sharing I've ever heard. That you've the character in the film, but you can't use his name or his likeness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
You can use
one
his
of the
shadow.
most fucking bizarre legal shit I've ever heard in a
Yeah.
film.
It was like there was one was it Age of Ultron or something when Wanda and Quicksilver come into? I don't think they were allowed to use the word mutant because Fox had the right to the X-Men or something like that. I remember hearing a story like that and thinking that's fascinating.
Yeah. Well, say that's all sorted now because now they've got the mutants in it for Doomsday. But what the hell was I going to say there? The right, Sony and Marvel, there were no the way they've been kicking about with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Can we have this character? This character. I was watching a reel the other day where some guys they were offered, can we use such and such, and we'll give you any Avenger you want to appear in your movies. And the woman said no
Oh, I
because
saw this. Yeah,
did you
yeah.
see
The
that?
producer.
So yeah, so the guy said no because you should bring her tea or coffee. He was a tea boy.
Kevin Feige.
It was
Yeah,
Kevin.
was
It was
her.
Kevin. It was Kevin himself. And she told him,
Yeah,
turned around and said, nah, fuck off. And then the bosses found out in Sony and went, you could have had an Avengers character for free in our movies sector. But so it's all egos and it's that's as I said to you, that's what's holding a lot of stuff back. Egos and money behind the scenes.
yeah.
They're not there for the fans. They're there to see what money they can make. And that woman's now out skinned. I think she works in Tesco's.
do you
After
reckon a
being
lot of these producer types don't really have any kind of creative bone in their body?
I
Like,
think
100%
they're
that,
not
yeah,
recognize the potential of having Iron Man in Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
they don't.
yeah.
Say if that was on the table and she said, why on earth would anyone say no to that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's huge money.
I
It's like,
I think there
wasn't
are
you I was talking to you about this, Stephen? It's the guys at the top. It's a bit like the trust, the Belfast Trust. Actually, probably all health services. It's the guys at the tops, either or figure men or accounting men. They've never been on the floor to change a bed, to help a patient. They've never
yeah.
written a story. They've never filmed a video. So that's what came out during the actor strike. The artists, like George Lucas, had a dream. He made that dream come real.
Yeah.
It's all money
Hmm.
people and
I
accountants at the
think a
top.
lot of them
So they're
are
looking at,
yeah, I think a lot of them are money people. I do think that there are some
yeah,
out there who probably are talented, but I think there's a lot
yeah.
of them there that are just about figures and statistics and all this kind of stuff. But
Let's rehash
I
it.
think there
Let's
are
do
I,
another
Right.
Final Destination.
I think there are times where the studio recognizes they have a dud on their hands and they do actually try and fix it to make it better. I think that does happen as well.
Yeah, well,
I heard a
Salem's Lot
story
was
about
that.
the creation of the Agent Cody Banks franchise, and apparently the writer of that pitched it to the studios, and his original vision for it was that it was going to be a teenager like Ferris Bueller's Day Off cross between James Bond. So he's like a super spy after school and stuff like this. And it was meant to be a massive success. Like they predicted that it was going to make money and they were going to make like 4 films. But then the producers said, no, Malcolm in the Middle is popular right now. We want Malcolm in the role and it's going to be a kids' film. And they made 2 films and both films flopped. And that was an executive decision. So these
Yeah.
executives, when they think they're contributing, but like,
Yeah.
they kind of just screw up the vision.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Star
Just
Trek
so if it goes
Enterprise.
well, they'll be like, "Oh, that was my idea. I did that." You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Rob Zombie said the same about the Halloween remakes, which I hate. You do not need to explain evil. Piss off. But when Star Trek Enterprise get told that now that particular show wasn't syndicated, it was on a network. Excuse me. They were told to put a boy band in the I near said foyer, the lunch, wherever they had lunch, they were told to put a boy band of the week in there
Yeah.
in Star Trek, and they went, are you actually serious? Which just showed how little they understood the product.
Yeah.
And Boba Fett, again, is another example of not understanding your product. As I said to you, Boba Fett's a mysterious fella, and now you've seen him in his pampers and his nipples hanging out, his fucking arse hanging out. Do you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
nothing mysterious anymore for
Yeah.
Boba Fett
Even
because
the
it's all
actor
be hanging out.
even the actor was saying stuff like that. Like he was saying, I shouldn't be
Yeah.
taking my helmet off as much. I shouldn't be talking as much. So he was aware.
Oh yeah, and he was trying to give some of his dialogue to the girl,
Yeah.
Ming Ma. So he knew, and I just thought, I know there's Star Wars
Yeah,
fans.
that
You
that
put
Boba
Star
Fett
Wars on a
show.
toilet roll, they'll sell. They go, oh, Star Wars is on a toilet roll.
Yeah. Go for it.
But just
Go for it,
because it
Jack.
says Star Wars does not mean it's going to be any good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that Boba Fett show had so much potential that was kind of wasted because if you're watching Return of the Jedi from the 80s and you're watching it through the years over and over again, right? You finally know that there's a Boba Fett show coming out. What's the first thing you want to see? Like him climbing out of the Sarlacc, right? With the flamethrower and
Yeah,
the missiles, the jetpack.
yeah,
They don't even fucking show it. He just kind of erupts from the
uh,
sand. He
yeah.
just comes out of the sand. I'm like, no, I want to see him in the stomach of the thing, fucking blasting his way out of
Yeah.
it.
With the rocket,
Make
I
that the
think they did
first
it in the
episode.
comics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they did that in the comics. Showed him coming out with the rocket. He fired his rocket and came busting out of it.
Yeah.
But it's just a wasted opportunity. I
Yeah.
think that's what frustrates me, not just as a viewer, but a potential writer, sitting going, "Who the fuck wrote this? Give it to me. I know what people want. This is what I would have done," and they didn't do it.
But if
It was just
people
this kind of
said that they enjoyed it, does then that not make it good by your metric?
no, because the people that enjoyed it are talking about the Mandalorian episodes. So in the middle of a series about Boba Fett, you suddenly get 2 episodes based on the Mandalorian, where you get
Oh,
Luke
that was
Skywalker
mental.
and
Yeah,
his
I
trailer.
remember that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what people are talking about when they say, "Oh, I really enjoyed that." Yeah, but that's not Boba Fett. That's the
Right.
Mandalorian stuck in the middle of it. And to me, that was the biggest insult to the actor. That your show's that crap. We're going to put the Mandalorian in for episodes 4 and 5
Yeah.
just to
And I
bring
think
people in, and
I
that's
think
what it was.
a lot of people said they were the best episodes. Isn't that right? I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't seen
hundred
it.
percent.
Well, actually, to be honest, they were of the Book of Boba Fett. The Mandalorian episodes were
What
probably
does
the
that
most
say
enjoyable
about your
ones. Yeah.
show? Yeah. What does
Yeah,
that say? All
but
right. Now
that's
let's flip it. What is the best movie we have reviewed on the channel so far? Jack, you go first.
The best movie that we've reviewed.
Yeah. I'll go first while you guys have a think. So for me, it's
Okay, go on.
between The Fly and The Predator. It's one of them, in my opinion, is the best movie we've covered so far. I think they're both fantastic.
I'm gonna say The Fly, with The Blob a close second.
Nice, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I think the plot was good.
Although Silver
Yeah.
Bullet's a close third.
Yeah, there's some
I'm
good.
trying to think back of the movies that I've done with you. I know we did Hellboy, and we just recently did Daredevil,
Yeah,
and but yeah, no, I'd say The Fly because it is like a kind of cinematic like icon in itself, and yeah, the review was pretty good.
yeah. I think The Fly is a horror masterpiece. I would highly recommend
Yeah.
Yeah.
watching that.
Tragic love story ever told.
I like it's got its cool gross out moments and all that, but the writing in it is so strong.
Can I
And
just add in something here, folks?
yeah, go for it.
Terrence Stamp, General Zod, has
Yes,
died.
I seen that just literally before we
Oh
started
my
recording.
god.
Yeah,
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
same here.
What?
He's died.
Oh no!
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
He was
General Zod. So now
was he in his 80s, Owen?
he was.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
He was in loads of stuff. He
remember
was. He
I've
was
seen
like,
him in loads of stuff.
yeah,
yeah.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is one of my favorite movies. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, where he played the is it transsexual, I think, or transgender. I don't know what word it is.
yeah,
But he was just awesome in it. They were all awesome, the three of them. But there's just something with Terrence Stamp, and then obviously he
You
came
know,
back to Smallville doing the
even with him as
voices. But
Zod, right? You know
yeah,
how like the full dialogue scene between him and Brando in the beginning of Superman 1.
yeah,
You know, like that's such a fucking good dialogue scene just because he shouts so fucking passionately
yeah,
at Jor-El as he's walking away. Like he's furious, and yeah,
yeah,
I don't know that dialogue scene.
yeah,
I go back and watch it every so often just because Brando is like being Brando, and he's doing his thing and he's killing it, and then Zod starts talking, and he's just brilliant. Superman 2,
yeah,
I think, is all the stuff I've seen him in. I just remember him as Zod.
yeah,
yeah. Awesome.
yeah. Good
Awesome.
actor. Rest in
But
peace, good sir.
rest in peace. But back to
Like
the
Michael
main
Shannon was
menu.
was a pretty good Zod as well, but he didn't have that moment where he was like, "You will bow down before me." Do you know
Where did
that?
you
He
learn
didn't
to
have that
Uh-huh.
part.
fight? Where did you learn to fight? On a farm?
Oh, yeah.
Neil before Zod. I mean, they even have done so many variations of that through the Superman, Supergirl episodes, and same as Superman, Lois. I can't remember Superman, Lois and Superman or something. But
Lois and
Supergirl
Clark?
did that one. That did Lois and Clark. Um, where did the Crisis on Earth X crossover on the Arrowverse. And
Yeah, oh yeah, I
he
remember
was
it, yeah.
Supergirl. He was Supergirl, and she just went up the ship as General. Would you care to step outside? We were awesome. And you're transported back to the movie, but you're still in that moment with Supergirl says you know it's going to be such a fight. That's awesome, awesome.
I don't know if you just remember the Jim Carrey film Yes Man, but he
Yeah.
was in that as well.
Yes,
He
yeah,
was the dude who sold him the whole yes thing. Do you remember?
yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah. Loads of stuff he was. Haunted Mansion as well with Eddie Murphy. He was the butler.
Gee, I've
I
never
think that
seen
was.
that one.
Well, it's a good family flick. Like
Mm,
it's a lot of fun.
But yeah, Terrence Stamp can play like a very intimidating villain. Um, he's just got that
Fucking
presence.
I hate when
yeah,
an actor dies. I'm like, oh shit, it's like you don't know them and you never knew them personally, but you knew their work so well.
Yeah,
It's like when Sean
yeah.
Connery died, I was like, Sean Connery and Kevin Conroy, when the two of those died, I was
yeah.
inconsolable.
Because their
You know?
Yeah.
work might mean something to you, you know.
Yeah.
For me, that Robin Williams did that for me when he
Yeah,
went because I'm such a fan.
and
Never met him, obviously.
it's so surprising to hear he had like depression and you know it was
Yeah,
just all a shock.
no, he had that disease. It was a disease. Oh, and it wasn't discovered after the autopsy, which made
Oh
him
right,
come across as depressed.
right,
But all
okay,
this didn't come out after the thing, so I can't remember the name of it, but it was actually a brain disease. So the which goes undiscovered but shows other symptoms.
yeah,
But but he was a big loss. Ozzy Osbourne, not an actor, but he was a huge loss the other week.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel a bit bad for Hulk Hogan because Ozzy died like 2 or 3 days before Hulk Hogan died, and I think the world was still hung up on Ozzy. So, like rest
Yeah,
in peace to Hulk Hogan. I feel like he didn't get the whole media swoop that Ozzy did.
yeah.
Um,
Ozzy was one of a kind. Like, you'll never see the
mm.
likes of him again.
He was
yeah,
very funny. Ozzy Osbourne was a funny motherfucker. Like, do you ever
yeah,
just
Yeah,
see clips of him just interacting with his family and shit? He's
yeah.
just
yeah,
such a dad sense of
yeah,
humor,
yeah.
But see
Who-
that's why I liked him. It wasn't because of his Black Sabbath and music. I was very, very vaguely aware of it. It wasn't Tony Osborne's reality show, and
Yeah.
he was just like me, sitting in his underwear, trying to figure out the remote control. Dog pisses on the carpet. Do you know what I mean? That's me.
Yeah.
Obviously, a much skinnier version, but that's I
yeah.
just what I
I
mean.
think
His
he
wife would
He's just a
catch him.
regular
Just
dude,
lovely.
He's
yeah,
the
Yeah, just regular.
performer of a death metal group and all, but he's like
yeah,
fucking. He's
Yeah,
just a normal dude.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He had a great
awesome.
voice as well. I always thought like some of his songs were like I think
Yeah,
when you listen to him
dreamy.
you're like, man, he's got a pretty good voice.
Crazy
Um
Train Dreamer, Mama Coming Home.
all right.
Very, very good.
Next, is there a show or movie that you appreciate more since reviewing it on the channel? So something that you covered and you have maybe more of an appreciation for, or the reverse, you think it's worse than you thought.
Well, I'm actually
For me, it
go
would
on.
be when we covered the 2005 Fantastic Four. I thought I would think it was absolute garbage, but there's some stuff in there I actually appreciate, particularly Ben Grimm's character arc and some symbolism and some moments in there that made me think, well, this is actually a little better than people give it credit for.
Rise the
Yeah,
Silver Surfer for me.
okay.
And as I
Anyway,
said
moving
at the
on.
time,
Well,
go
for me, it was
away,
definitely
you heathen. He didn't really
it was
mean move on.
No, go for it, Owen, go for it.
Um, because I'd seen the new one
Yeah,
and then I watched the old one. I went, oh, the old one's much, but I thought the new one was pretty good-ish. And then I realized how shit it was when I watched the Rise of the Silver Surfer. which was much better than the new one.
Right.
So mine was the reverse.
Right. Okay, that's an interesting one. Yeah.
Mm.
Jack,
Like,
what
for
about
for me, it
yourself?
was definitely when we reviewed Hellboy. Like before we did the review, I read the comic that the film was based on, and since then I've watched the subsequent Hellboy films, and there was like one made by Icon Studios, and like I'm still reading the Hellboy comics now, and
Yeah,
I've proper gotten into it now since doing that review. Do you know?
that's awesome. That's
Um,
cool.
yeah,
Oh, I met Hellboy.
You know he's not real, Owen,
Ron
yeah?
Perlman.
Well, big Ron. Our Ron. The
Yo,
way you talk about
Owen's
something
sitting
is freaking
around,
real.
and the heat stroke's getting so bad he thinks Hellboy's sitting next to him right now.
No, he's not sitting next to me now. Fuck. No, I Ron Perlman because I was from Beauty and the Beast.
Ah,
If
yeah.
this is the Abuse Owen podcast, Owen's quitting.
Listen,
Um, Rob,
you're the most abusive out of the three of us. Let's face it.
I'm not. I'm like a big gentle pussycat
Right.
tiger.
Okay. Tiger.
I was gonna say,
I
yeah.
love the way he
So
upgraded that pretty quick. Yeah.
yeah, you're right there. So I met Rob Perlman, as I said. He didn't understand a word I said, but that's fine. But
All
did
right.
you watch the latest Hellboy? Is it Broken Twisted
The
Man or Broken Man or something?
crooked
Broken
man.
Man, yeah, I
Crooked
watched that
Man.
one. I
What
read
do
the
you
comic
think?
of it as well.
Oh, it's a
It
comic
was
of
all
it.
right,
See, I
like
didn't
for a
know that.
low budget, kind of B movie. Kind of, it wasn't like massive. It wasn't a massive scale flick like the Hollywood ones with Ron
Yeah.
Perlman were, but it was good. I mean, it was pretty creepy, and that's what Hellboy's all about, that creepiness. The
It
comics
has
I
certainly
turned
are.
it
The
off.
comics are way kind of spookier than the films I found.
it has
It's
piqued my
40 minutes and
interest
I
for
turned it
sure.
off.
Say again, Owen?
No, I turned it off after 40 minutes.
Oh, really?
Couldn't take no more.
My girlfriend left the room when we were watching it because at the beginning there's like a giant tarantula they're trying to catch. So-
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. So
Yeah.
I might check it out. It did pique my interest when I saw it, and I wasn't really interested in the David Harbour one because everyone just kept saying that it's just one of those movies thrown out there to keep the rights or some such thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I got the DVD, but I still haven't brought myself to watch that particular one
Yeah.
because I'm just like I don't know. Is it just the same shit? I'll have to give it a go and
Yeah.
see. And
What do you
Yeah,
think?
know
What do you
it's like.
think of the character design in the David Harbour one?
Well, it goes hard. Like they really, it's very kind of detailed looking and real, more devilish looking, say, than Ron Perlman's one. Ron
Yeah.
Perlman's more human looking, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So the
thought
design
it.
doesn't look bad.
Yeah, I thought it looked quite
Uh,
cool.
Yeah, I just haven't watched it yet. I will. I'll get around to watching it and I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah, let us know if it's worth a look.
Well, I watched it.
You watched 40 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
you watched the David Harbour
Yeah.
one.
David Harbour one, yeah.
What do you
David
reckon?
Harbour because of Stranger Things.
What's Owen's
I
thoughts
actually
on
can't remember. I can't remember,
it?
which is not a good sign. That's not a. I remember having going. Oh, there's David Harbour, but no, it's not. I can't remember actually.
Are you sure you didn't watch Pearl
So-
Harbor by accident?
No, it was
we
David
were
Harbour.
talking about this as well. I can't remember a fucking single thing that happened in Electra, and I've seen it like
Yeah.
3 times. It's just so
Yeah.
fucking forgettable.
Yeah.
But see, that happened to us with one of the Final Destinies. I think it was the second one. I couldn't remember a fucking thing. I watched it
And we
on
just
Netflix
we had
3 times or something.
yeah, we
4.
had just watched it, and some of those movies just get mixed in my head. Like, which bit is that one from? Which bit is that one from? Like 2 and 3 get mixed up in my head a lot. Like,
Yeah, I'd say the same because I don't know which one the sunbeds are in until I listen to his review. The third one is the sunbeds, isn't it?
yeah,
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't know until they actually started doing the podcast. It was the Sunbeds. I thought we were number 4. But
You're
right,
referencing
that's
scenes
right.
from number 2.
Yeah, it rolls into one.
yeah,
There's just no and because it's such a formulatic thing,
yeah, exactly.
the Final Destination, there's no real you know what you're getting in for and you know what you're getting. It's just
Yeah,
see how far they'll go to make it even more extreme.
yeah. I mean, that's all it is,
He's gonna
really.
finish the series.
We're thinking about it.
You
Owen.
can finish the series.
Right, I might need to get a horror buff on to finish the series with me. But I did
A
find,
horror buff. I am a horror buff. But I'm
yeah,
not buff enough for an orgy Final Destination.
it'd be like Groundhog's Day. It's just the same thing.
But it is. Apart from
The
those
thing is, yeah,
two.
the first three films explain the premise to you as if like you've never seen them before. You
Yes,
can't
Yeah.
binge watch them because it's like you're watching the same film three times, only
yeah.
with different
In
deaths.
the third one, a guy just basically says to the protagonist the whole rules of this movie as though he just googled the script and just started reading it out. I'm like, there's no
Whereas
way
Yeah, and
he.
even in
number
The,
five's clever because of the premise.
okay,
Number
is
six.
that the latest one?
No, the latest one is as bad as the number three.
God. So you think 5 is
Oh,
good?
well, that one was my personal favorite out of them, bar the first one. To be honest, I think the latest one,
What?
the first one and the latest one, I think were the two best. I think, in my opinion.
Right. That's interesting. But you know what?
Right,
It would
okay.
be cool to finish a series like that and then at the end do a tier list and rank them in order. That might be fun. We'll definitely do that with the Fantastic Four anyway. We'll cover the new one and then we'll cover the Corman one and then we'll put them in a ranking.
Jesus, no.
And
Yeah.
Fan Force.
Seriously.
Oh yeah, Fan Four Stick. Yeah, we put that. Thanks, Jack. I forgot about. That's how boring that movie is. I forgot it existed there for a second.
Man, the whole when you're watching the film, it exists. It cuts out the middle half of the fucking movie. There's no
Do you know what?
middle half.
That's probably the best review that'll ever get. It forgets it exists.
It's like it just cuts to the last half an hour of the film. Like it's missing the whole middle section. The
Oh,
midsection of the film just isn't there.
Jesus Christ.
It's a
Yeah,
mess.
it's so unbelievably boring. But yeah, check out viewers. Check out our Fantastic Four 1 and 2 review, and
And our Final Destination 1, 2, and 3.
yeah. Do you know what? For a second there, I forgot I literally just forgot we'd covered 3 of them, and we were just talking about it. I'm like 2 and 3. Oh yeah, we did. We did 1, 2, and 3.
Jack, what did you think? What did you like about the sixth one?
Is that the latest one? Yeah.
And we'll
Yeah.
just throw out a potential
Uh,
spoiler warning for everyone listening. But go for it.
Okay. Look, I thought the premise is slightly different, right? So it's targeting members of family. And that was kind of interesting. So it wasn't just 1, 2, and 3 where it's the same shit over again. They changed it, and also I thought the deaths were pretty clever, like the thing with the MRI machine, and your man with the peanut butter allergy. I thought that shit was kind of clever. I thought the deaths were clever. That's why I liked it. But then again, it's Final Destination, so like clever is
It's a low bar.
Yeah.
I sort of thought wasted opportunity
Yeah.
given the premise. I thought we're going to do this. It must be something different. And then the premise with Tony Todd's character, which I will not spoil. That it's sort of like it was like they raised it and then didn't do anything with it, and then just the end, and I just went, is that it? Is that all we get?
Right.
Yeah, I
Such-
think Final
such a premise
Destination
it could have been.
is a franchise that only works if you release one every like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
You know,
But
Yeah.
if you separate them out, then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, there's a new one, let's go see it. But like, if
Yeah.
it's all
I
the
think we should
time,
do
then
the
people
next
will be like, ah, it's just
Yeah.
this shit again. You know what I mean?
But I mean, it was number 6 ended up just being as bad as the rest. That's the thing. It didn't do anything different. I think we
Well-
should do the 3. I think we should do the whole series and then do a flashback or an overview. Do 4, 5,
Well, I
and
like them
6.
because they don't take themselves too seriously. I think they know that
Yeah.
they're fucking ridiculous.
Oh
They'd
yeah,
have-
I know what it is. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should do the 6th one as a trio as well.
You reckon?
Because
Do you
Jack's
think we should watch all? Do you think we should cover them all up to 6 and then do 6?
Why not?
I mean, that would be cool.
Because 5's sufficiently different and 6. To
Yeah,
me,
I was like,
Jack,
why
different
not? Like,
things.
we're not doing any other channels. Might as well.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm not hired by RTE.
Oh, do you know
There's
what?
offers coming as we
Do you know
speak.
what? If we were covering Fan Four Stick, I think the only way to make it tolerable would to be have 3 of us doing it. because
You know
it's
what? That would be interesting because yeah, I'd love to hear both of your takes on it.
yeah.
To be honest.
And then when we complete a series, I'll create a playlist and people can just watch it from start to finish.
I was even saying this to Stephen and Owen. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If we did a controversial flick where the three of us watch it and cover it, like one that's really divisive, say like if we did Phantom Menace or something,
Yeah. Or
do you know?
Owen, what's your without going into too much detail here, what's your thoughts on Batman versus Superman? Are you positive or
Oh yeah.
negative on it?
I was positive.
Okay, there you go.
But
There's
again,
there's
but
a
again, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not putting down. Do you know what I mean? I know there's people do to go.
You're supposed to be
Fuck,
one of them.
seriously. No, I'm not supposed to be. I am me, and that's it. I'm
No,
not.
no, no. You're
I'm
supposed to
motherly
be
shit.
thinking about it for this channel and analyzing it.
No, I'll only think about it when you tell me I have to go and think about it. That's different.
Okay.
But I'm not going to look at. I'm not going to come off this tonight and go, "Hey, let's watch Batman." Oh, look at that! Oh, what's
Yeah,
that?
the one
No.
the one rule for doing a review on this channel is you have to at least think about the film.
No, but only when you're watching it.
Oh, Jack,
Because when you're
that's
watching for a
perfect. Yeah,
podcast,
that's
it's
perfect.
different. It's much different.
You need to put that on your CV. I think about films.
You know what, right? One day, Stephen, you should just surprise one of us and just call us and start talking about a film that we haven't watched in years.
Yeah.
Without us rewatching it to see how well we remember it.
Oh man, I'd hate that if that was done to me because I'm like, oh man, I don't want to give an opinion on something I've seen like 10 years ago and then watch it back and go, man, I was wrong about all that. But that might be fun.
Some things age really well though. You'd be surprised. I only recently watched Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull recently, and it actually I'm actually kind of okay with it now. I
Right.
used to hate that film.
Yeah.
But it aged pretty well. It's fucking Spielberg and Lucas and Harrison Ford and it's whatever.
Yeah,
It's good.
cool. Yeah.
No, it's not.
But have you seen the fifth one? That's why I went back and watched it because I was about to watch the fifth one and the fifth
No,
one.
you
Was
do know why.
But hold
Irish.
on 1 second.
Right.
Oh, and you can't say he's wrong. If your metric is how much you like it equals good, then
Who? That's what do you mean wrong?
so you said, because Jack said it's good, and you said no, you're wrong. How can he be wrong?
It's not good. It's not.
But how can you say that
if
if Jack likes it, does that not mean it's good to him at least?
No, it means it's good to Jack, but it's not good to me. It's because for the biggest reason of all, there's no way Indiana Jones shagged Karen and produced Shia LaBeouf. Fucking no way. That child was swapped in the hospital or something. That's it.
And you told us we were overthinking time travel.
I know, but
Is
see,
that true? Is that like a
you sort of
massive
look at
crime?
yeah,
The casting.
you look at the cast, and we'll see Adam Driver. You sort of look at him and go, Han Solo and Carrie Fisher never produced him. No way. But Shia LaBeouf was too much. Was only there as at that time he was a money bringer, but he never. No way would he look like Harrison Ford and Karen Thingy's son. Not a chance. Awful.
Stranger
Awful.
things have happened.
Usually in the cinema with. But
I don't know. I think it aged pretty well. I think there's plenty of like Spielberg and Lucas in there to entertain the audience.
I haven't seen it since the cinema, so my memory's foggy on it. But it'd be interesting then, since you're saying that, Jack. It'd be interesting to give it another look. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know how some things don't age that well, and you go back and you watch it, and you're like, "Oh, this is fun to fight now." I thought that one actually aged better. I think it's better with age.
Right. Okay. Cool.
The monkey bit hasn't aged. It looked terrible at the time. It still looks terrible. The CGI monkeys.
Right.
But again, like, have you seen like the latest Indiana Jones? Like, none of that is redeemable.
But see, here's the thing.
It's a painful film to watch. It's character assassination all the way through.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that.
Well, here's the thing. Do you know why it doesn't work? Because they should have made another movie that's in the movie, and they literally touch on it. But that's the movie they should have went with. About him going back in time to save Hitler. what greater dilemma for an archaeologist who's fought the Nazis all his life to suddenly be thrown back in time by these other Nazis and having to save the life of the most evil person in the world just to keep the future right.
Mm.
I think
That's
it's a far better movie and would be the biggest challenge for Indiana Jones as a character than what we got because there's no challenge in that. It was just going from one thing to another. It just didn't work. But to put him in that situation where he has to save Hitler, oh, that's a movie and a half. That's a movie and a half.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I haven't seen the new one. I haven't seen Crystal Skull in so long, so I'd have to recap all of them. But maybe
Sure, put them on the list. Put them on the list, sure.
yeah,
yeah.
we'll just get through Pulp Fiction next week first, and then
Yeah.
You used to have a lovely time.
Has anything ever grown on you as like something that you hated and you
Fungus.
rewatched it and you were like, oh, it's not too bad.
yeah,
Um,
I'm sure there's been a few things over the years that I'm like, do you know what? That was actually decent.
Yeah.
Actually, as I said, Fantastic Four, the first one, was one of those where I'm like, man, the writers are trying some stuff here. They're doing some things, and it's not actually, it's definitely not bottom tier Marvel. In terms of other stuff, I'm sure there's been loads. There's stuff that I've kind of like, I've already liked, and then with more writing experience, I rewatch them and then I appreciate them a lot more. In terms of thinking something is bad, and then changing my mind, it's hard to think of an example right now off the top of my head. What about yourself, Jack?
yeah, same.
Um. Well, there's that one. I mean, like I said, I never liked Indiana Jones 4 until the
Yeah,
most recent watching of it. But yeah, what else has aged well? I'm trying to think now.
yeah, it's a tough one,
I
but
don't know.
I'm
Yeah, no,
sure.
I'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to come back to that one.
Yeah,
Template too.
right. You think is that something you've changed your mind on?
No, I'm just saying about age. What stands up? The Mummy probably stands up with age.
Yeah,
The
Oh,
first
what, the
two.
Brendan Fraser one?
Yeah. Like
great
don't the
movie.
Yeah,
other ones. No, forget that.
Great
Um,
movie.
I loved it. Yeah.
I ain't the same as Steve. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Well, it
Hmm.
probably has been, but I can't really think of anything
Right.
off the top of my head.
So what I might do actually to wrap this up is we might all pick one film, and then I'll maybe put it to the people for the first film we cover as a trio, and people can decide which one we do. What do you reckon, lads?
Oh,
Yeah, make sure it's
sure.
one that's divisive.
So we maybe just nominate one each, and I'll put it to the people,
Yeah.
and then we'll just do that one as our first trio, whenever that'll be. I'm sure we'll organise it within the next couple of weeks for sure. All right. So going clockwise from where you are on my screen, Owen, throwing out.
Uh, oh, we have to pick them.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you pick one, Jack will pick one, I'll pick one, and we'll do like a poll or something, and then people can decide which one we cover as a trio. So something that would be good for three people to kind of tackle.
oh, Jack, you go first.
Well, I I would be. I'd be inclined to. I'm trying to think of one that hasn't been like talked about loads. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
Because like
Yeah.
to do BVS, there's like fucking 10,000 Batman versus Superman reviews on YouTube already, right?
yeah, that's the
So
thing. Yeah.
a really kind of weird one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know what?
I
Maybe
don't
we'll
know.
discuss that amongst ourselves, and then because it's kind of hard to think of one on the spot. As you
Well,
said, yeah,
the
because
obvious one I was thinking of was Phantom Menace because
mm,
this that was or even one of the later Star Wars like the fucking those new Disney ones because some people defend them and some people really hate them and I don't know that's where my head is at. I'm kind of like one that's really divisive that like we
yeah,
could break down.
and what? How do you feel about the new Star Wars ones? You like them or hate them,
Uh, I
or
don't
does
like
it
the
depend
last.
on which one?
Do you know what I like number 7 when it came out, but the two follow-up ones I didn't like at all.
Yeah, I agree with
Um,
that.
I'm like that. We went to see the Force Awakens in the cinema, and I thought it was all right, but then my opinion of it went down the more I kind of thought about it, and then the next two I thought were very, very bad.
Yeah. That again, it's behind because Disney does not understand the product. It's very simple. And the Force Awakens or New Hope Awakens, what the fuck it is, it's just a
they don't
remake of the
understand their
first one.
demographic either. I don't think.
Yeah,
I kind of
100%.
want to tackle a time travel movie just because of that fascinating conversation earlier.
Well,
You know
well,
what?
we
Yeah.
can't do Back to the Future. What will we do?
Endgame.
No.
Like one of
Time
my
after
favorite
time.
time travel films
Jack the Ripper.
is Days of Future Past. Because I think
Yeah.
it's like the best X-Men film.
I remember really
So-
liking that one. Yeah. Do you know what? We'll have a think about it over the week or so, and we'll come to some decision, and then maybe throw it out to a few people, see what they think.
Time travel film.
But
Yeah.
so we'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much, lads, for jumping on. This has been really good fun. Really enjoyed.
Can I just do a Columbo real quick? One more thing.
Oh,
What are
absolutely.
your guilty pleasures?
Oh, nice. Guilty pleasures.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention it.
So just for people listening, how exactly would you define a guilty pleasure?
A guilty pleasure is a film that's generally not that well liked, but it's like a comfort watch for you.
Yeah. So,
Um,
something that's generally bad, but you like
You're a
it.
closeted fan. Yeah, like say if you're a hardcore Quentin Tarantino fan, but you also love High School Musical, like that's your guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is
Yeah.
cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a weird fucking film that you're just have an affection to.
Yeah. I would say maybe something like, oh, you go first.
Oh, I told me, like, I'm sitting here, my brain's ticking, going, what the fuck is this? What film? Either Humanoids from the Deep from Roger Corman, the original, not the remake, or there's a film called Mutant, and I guarantee none of you have seen it. And it's one of my guilty pleasures. It's a good wee film.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones, if they had to give it a bigger budget, and don't drop the booms and the shots and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
had a more bigger. It's actually a cracking wee movie. I have it on the list, but it's just nobody's heard of it. But it's my guilty pleasure.
I have a load of like terrible, cheap horror movies that I just love, even though they're terrible. So there's so many of those kind of ones that I just like. I really like the original Mortal Kombat movie, even though it's probably terrible, but I love it anyway. But there's certainly loads of kind of cheap horror movies that the likes of Lava Angela and stuff like that, where it's bad, but I just love them anyway. I saw one on holiday a couple of years ago I think it was called Mammoth, and it's about this woolly mammoth that gets defrosted into modern day and then goes on a rampage. You can only hear it's like the way they film it, you can only hear the mammoth when the camera's on it. So like it will literally sneak up on someone and then the camera pans and then suddenly it's making noise. It's just so weird. It's like that bus scene in Final Destination 1 where the bus suddenly runs over someone, but no one hears the bus until it's on camera. You know what I mean? It's weird. But yeah, stuff like that. Mammoth and Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus and all those kind of ones. Yeah. Love that shit.
Komodo versus King Cobra. That was another one.
Yeah. Or some of those knockoffs.
On YouTube.
Versus Godzilla.
Say again, Jack?
The original King Kong versus Godzilla. You know, from like
the
the 70s.
Yes.
Jesus, what
another one.
Dream. Yeah.
They're doing another one.
So, Jack, do you have a particular guilty pleasure that would be like your number one?
I think my number one is probably, that Robin Hood film that came out with Taron Egerton in it and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
The one from like
I've never
2012.
seen it.
It's like it's basically a Batman Begins origin type film for Robin Hood, and it's kind of low budget and it's not really that well written, but it's fucking I don't know, it gets me. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes when I have a few beers, I stick it on and I love it.
awesome.
Or the animated Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings.
Nice. You've mentioned that a few
Yeah,
times, and I've been very curious to check that out.
it's genuinely just for the artwork. I mean, the backgrounds in it are so fucking bizarre. Like the animation itself is a kind of a piece of animation history because it was like the breakthrough of rotoscope was going on at the time, and
Yeah,
it was a bit of a pioneer film because you can see in the film that they're still experimenting. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Um, but it's an interesting one, and yeah, it's another kind of just comfort film. If I have like a pizza in front of me and a fucking bottle of Corona,
yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
put on Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I hope to do lots more of these with the lads. This has been great fun, and I look forward to tackling a movie with all three of us together. We'll probably structure it a little differently than normal, but if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be covering a lot more stuff down the line. If you want to follow me, it's at Stephen Carey Stories on Instagram, and if you want to check out my latest horror novel, there is a picture of the cover on screen, and there will be a link in the description. Owen, where can people find you and your fantabulous time traveling shenanigans?
Time Warriors and Beyond, timewarriors.co.uk, Instagram, the Time Warriors author, and Twitter at the Irish author, and Blue Sky now as Irish author rocks.
Is your blue sky not at bad motherfucker? No, like in Pulp
No,
Fiction.
yeah.
No.
No, I can't, what's that even in Pulp Fiction? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's like
No.
get my wallet from that bag. He's
so it
like,
is.
hold
I
on,
must,
no, I'm explaining it to you. And he goes, which one's yours? And he goes, the one that says bad motherfucker. And he takes it out, and his wallet literally says bad motherfucker.
I must have been adopted by aliens or something in the middle of that, because I don't remember
Hey,
that.
listeners, people listening, should we review Pulp Fiction together with the three of us?
No. I speak for the viewers. No, you can go ahead.
Listen, Owen,
I'll do my best.
this is a democracy now. Come on, or as
Right.
Obi-Wan would say, democracy.
Well, that was very
Accurate.
mainland England, that accent there. So well done, Dave.
Well, yeah, which scene did he say that in? I don't remember.
No, what
Democracy.
I remember
version's that?
Palpatine said, "I love democracy and I love the Republic."
Unnatural. I love his performance in that.
All of them.
Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Owen the Wise? I called you wise, Owen. That's a compliment.
See what I'm calling you.
No.
Actually,
That's not.
one more hot take for me is I've one more hot take for you is I don't think Return of the Jedi is that well written.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
Empire is great and A New Hope is great, but Return of the Jedi, I would give it a page 0 rewrite.
Really?
Fucking rewrite the entire thing. Yeah.
So A New Hope
Film
is the
annoying.
freshest in my mind. The other two I haven't seen in so long that I couldn't really give an opinion right now. But I'm looking for. I'm interested in rewatching those two. But yeah, that's interesting. We could maybe tackle some of the movies in the OT.
I'm just like fucking Lando blows up the Death Star. I'm like, didn't he just betray Han Solo in the last film? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right, everybody's got a redemption arc. That's the sense.
And yours will be when you finally like Pulp Fiction.
Never.
No, your redemption arc will be when you actually start analysing movies for this channel.
No. Excuse me, I haven't analysed all your movies so far, but I don't analyse them when I'm in the cinema.
No, I get you.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm like that, where I'll just turn it on and not think about it too much. But
except two slight exceptions to that rule was Superman and Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah.
I sort of did analyse them when I was watching.
Oh, sorry. Actually,
I saw that new Superman film, and like, I can't call it the whole thing shite, but there's some good stuff in it. But the fucking thing that annoyed me the most is that everything is already established, and it's like it treats the audience like they've already seen all the previous Superman films, which I think is like just bad writing, you know.
That could be a
Trying
really
to
good.
Go
establish a
watch.
new
That could be a
Let
good.
me go watch the
universe.
new Fantastic Four then.
Oh, what is it the same? Is it the same crack? Is
Same
it?
thing. Yeah,
Oh,
same
for
thing.
fuck's sake. Yeah.
Superman might be a good one to cover as our first group review.
Yeah, because Jack just said there was good stuff in it, and I'm trying to think, well, what was he watching?
Listen, I'm sure everything has some good stuff, even if it's just the colors look pretty in one scene. Like,
But there's still loads of bad stuff. I'm not saying I like the film. I just
yeah,
it has redeemable factors. Like there's some films that have like nothing
yeah,
that
exactly.
redeems them. Like this, there's little moments in Superman that are okay,
There you
but
go.
in
Well, I think
general,
we
like
should.
I didn't like
I
it.
think we should do Superman because I'm actually curious
Yeah, that'd be
to
fun.
see what Jack thinks on what bits worked. I can think a couple of bits that worked, but I thought
I'm
on the
sure
whole
there's
film,
some good stuff in there. Jack, where can people find you and your awesomeness?
My awesomeness. They can find the awesomeness on Instagram at Tales of Centerverse. Or if you want to go to www.talesofcenterverse.com,
Hold
you
on,
can
I
pick up a
counted
copy
too
of
many
the
W's there. Do that again. There's like
yeah, the
7
6
W's.
Yeah, or you can get Pirate Hunter on talesofcenterverse.com.
Awesome.
You can also find me on YouTube, or I just set up a new Facebook page selling a bit of artwork that I've been holding on to in a portfolio for a while. So
Awesome.
that's exciting.
Yeah,
I'm
so
looking forward to getting that up and running properly.
if you're interested in some artwork, go check that out. And Owen's website has some really good articles and stuff, and you can find his work there. All right, cheers to this, lads. This was great crack, and I look forward to doing it again. All right, we will be back soon. Bye bye.